And the fact that I have to get up here and do this in 2022 is fucking embarrassing. But what did I ever do in this world to deserve an empty-headed fucking dumb fuck like Hangman Adam Page to go out on national television and fucking go into business for himself? For what?
Bo ho ho, nigga.
I'm gonna be using that clip a lot. So last night, AEW All Out pay-per-view happened. It felt like a 5-hour show, but it was 4 hours. I mean the pay-per-view, I'm not talking about the 0 hour, right? Some of the matches were great. You know, the ladder match was good. The ending was weird, but we understand why now, so I'm not too mad at it. Both tag title matches were great. The trios with Hangman Page and Dark Order against the Elite, and also the Acclaimed challenging Swerve and Glory for the World Tag Team titles. Jade versus Athena was good as well. And then the main event was good. I'm not gonna deny that. It's just that, you know, I was Team Moxley. If you follow me on Twitter, you gotta follow me on Twitter, because I tweet things that you're not gonna catch me say here. And I'm watching the show, I had all this energy, but then I was just annoyed of how many matches. Every time I'm like, all right, now we're getting closer to the main event, and I'm like, oh yeah, we have this match to do. But overall, the show was good. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 because it was too damn long and there's a lot of matches I didn't care for. So that's why it's a 6 out of 10 from me. You guys can leave your rating down below. I don't know. The main focus about All Out was not even the pay-per-view itself, despite that MJF made his grand return to AEW in grand fashion. MJF returned at the expense of CM Punk after he won the world title. I was Team Moxley the whole match. I wanted Moxley to win because I felt like he deserved it, because he carried the summer of AEW as a world champion while Punk was, you know, my foot, you know, like. So after that, we had the media scrum, and homie came out, first guy on the scrum, and he just gave his opinions. I guess somebody went straight forward. They asked him the question, hey, yo, what's this whole thing about Colt Cabana and all that stuff? Instead of Punk being like, no comment, or just keeping things short, sweet, this man just said, screw it. And he just went on a whole rant. He went on a whole rant about this whole Colt Cabana thing. Went on a whole rant about Hangman Adam Page. The fact that the fans online are behind Hangman Adam Page more than they are behind CM Punk, despite that Page was the one that kind of, you know, started the shit. It shows. CM Punk, or Phil Brooks rather. Phil Brooks.
You a bitch!
He's a bitch. Like, obviously my energy is a lot different now compared to last night, because I had a lot of energy last night. I was annoyed and all that shit. And then I watched the scrum, and I'm just like, this guy, this is the world champion, dog? Like, he's just bitching and bitching.
Bitching and moaning and bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching.
And bitching, like, golly, man. I understand that, you know, people, you know, said a lot of shit about you, but you don't respond like that. You just don't. The man was in his feelings. He was hurt. He said that he was old. Like, I don't care about your age, dog. You don't be acting like that. You just don't. You don't be acting like that when you're the world champion. You're the face of the company. And that whole thing calling out Hangman Page, despite that he wasn't scheduled or scripted to be, you know, to come out and face you and all that. It really shows that shouldn't have done that. He said that, oh, I shouldn't have sunk my level, but you did though. You did sunk to his level, and now look at you. It makes you look worse than it does Paige. It makes Paige look more innocent than it benefits Punk.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
There's a part in the scrum where he went off, and my reaction to that, well,
Bo ho ho, nigga.
Exactly, because I don't care. You have a problem with Paige. kept saying, if you have a problem with me, talk to me. Then why don't you follow your own advice? Why couldn't you go up the page and be like, hey, yo, dog, that wasn't cool. I didn't fuck with it. Hash it out. But no, what you do, you call them out on a scrum. You call them out on TV. If someone makes a mistake on TV, you don't just make it worse. And then he's like, oh, I'm working with children. Nigga, you the one that made the decision to go to AEW. You knew what you were dealing with because you're the veteran. They're the young guys. They're today's generation. You're washed up, punk. You're washed. It is what it is, man. I genuinely believe CM Punk might have, if not he did, ruined All Out because of those comments. Everybody's on that. Everybody's focused on that more than the actual pay-per-view itself. Again, 2 tag matches were great. The TBS title match was great. The 4-way wasn't really for me. The main event was great. And MJF, the whole night was about MJF. Couldn't complain about it. Nothing bad I could say about that at all. But because of the comments Punk made, it just, well, overshadowed everything. All the hard work that they've done, it's all overshadowed because of the drama that's going on with Punk and the Elite and all that jazz. So I like this. I think Punk low-key ruined All Out. The guy who was beloved 1 year ago is now disliked. That's crazy. What was that one quote in Batman?
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Ah, that's the quote. Yeah. I don't know. Leave your comments down below. Do you guys think that Punk low-key ruined it, All Out for you? I don't know. But overall, I had a great wrestling weekend. Watching Clash of the Castle, NXT, and then AEW. I'm not going to complain about it at all. It's just, well, all I can say is Roman Reigns is better than Punk. Kenny Omega is better than Punk. CM Punk may be cool, but Phil Brooks is a punk bitch.